What's going on, guys? Cracked open a sparkling water, you already know. Oh my gosh. You ever drink something that's like super fizzy and you weren't really expecting it to be that fizzy even though you knew it was a sparkling drink? That was so fizzy. Hey, fire though. I've been enjoying some sparkling water recently. I have a lemon one in my fridge right now. I don't know why, I've been on a kick of it recently. I think I said that in the last podcast as well, but how we doing though today? Happy Friday. Hopefully everybody's doing good. I literally just said that out loud and got excited thinking it was Friday. I don't know why, I just convinced myself it was Friday. Today's literally Monday. I already wish it was Friday. I just got back from the office. I was working for like 8 hours straight, just sitting down on my computer, just absolutely brain rotting for 8 hours straight. I have to sneeze. Okay, I guess I don't have to sneeze. Anyway, just got back from a long ass day at work. Super long day. I just had my first meal today. It's 7 p.m. Literally, I've been working so hard today, I'm not gonna lie. So, just had some eggs with avocado and salsa on top. I know, kind of a weird 7 p.m. meal, but I was in the mood for it. I was craving it. I'm also having one of these little like trail mix packs right here. It's super tiny. It is cashews, almonds, cranberries, and sunflower seeds. This is hitting the spot right now. I love trail mix. That's like probably my go-to snack. Get some healthy fats in you. Obviously the cranberries like aren't good for you, but it's definitely a better, sweeter option to have than like something else. Cranberries slap. I like cranberries more than like goji berries. Okay, this is so random. Anyway, just got back from a long day at work. Have to film this podcast now. And for you watching this right now, I just want to say, let this be your sign to do what you got to get done, okay? Because not gonna lie, I'm gonna be totally transparent because that's, you know, what you have to be on YouTube if you want to actually gain like a loyal following. I don't want to be filming this at all right now. I would much rather be right there chilling with my cat, sleeping, because I'm so drained. You know how there's like that stigma around Mondays, how it's always just gonna be like a super long day, like not doing things you want to do? That's exactly what today's been like for me. I've had to do like a whole bunch of work that I just didn't really want to be doing, and then I have to come home and do the podcast. Not saying I didn't want to do the podcast, but like I'm just mentally drained right now. I'd much rather be on the couch, but I'm gonna bust this out for you guys because I have to get this up on Friday, and no excuses, right? What's my excuse gonna be? That I didn't want to do it? Okay, shut up. So you watching this, finish this podcast, maybe watch another one of my videos, and then go do the stuff you gotta do. One thing with me is like, whenever people tell me do what you gotta do, sometimes I'm thinking to myself like, dang, I do know that I should be productive right now, but I don't really know what I should be focusing on. That's like something I struggle with a lot because I have so many things and ambitions that I wanna achieve, whether that's on social media, whether that's financially, whether that's with relationships with people. Like, I don't know, I just wish there was like double, if not triple the amount of hours in one day, and I guarantee that I would still use every single hour in the day productively. Like literally, I think I would, I'm not gonna lie. Whether that's, as I said, towards friendships or relationships with people, financially, on social media, with my parents, whatever. For me, it feels like I'm doing stuff throughout the whole day until I'm tired, which honestly, like even past when I'm tired, I get tired and then it's like, okay, there's your 2-hour warning. You have 2 hours left of work and then you get to go to sleep and then wake up the next day, do it over again. And this is what I like to call the trenches. Obviously not actually the trenches, but at the time of my life right now where I'm just working super hard, but there's not like much outcome for it right now, I feel like a lot of people probably will relate to that if you're like grinding and stuff. I've got a couple different things I'm doing on the side besides social media. I've talked about it previously, like in videos and podcasts, stuff like that. But yeah, I got a whole bunch of stuff going on and I'm in the grinding stage of it all, so I'm not like seeing huge outcomes yet. So it's just really a mental battle. That's really all it is. It's all just a mental battle. However long you can stay in the game, keep putting work into it, the farther you're gonna go, the longer you're gonna go, the more successful you're gonna be. Literally, I feel like that's the name of the game. Just like it's a mental battle, everything. Hey, side note though, I'm wearing this shirt that I got in my haul. If you guys didn't see that Zara haul, go check that out. I think it's the last video. Or no, it's actually this next upcoming vlog. It's a haul video this time, but I did a haul. I went shopping at Zara and got like a whole bunch of stuff for a vacation I'm taking in like 2 months from now. Or I guess like a month now, which is crazy. And I showed all my stuff in there, so definitely go check that out whenever it comes out. Put your notifications on when you subscribe so you don't miss a video. I'm at that phase in my YouTube right now where I'm like not really growing, but I'm not losing. Like I'm pretty just like steady at the same number. My subscriber count's been stuck at like 18,580 to 90 for, I don't know, maybe like a month now, a little less than a month. So subscribe so we can change that. I'm really trying to hit 20K. That would be so sick. I wish I had more time to focus on short form content because obviously I've seen like a lot of success with short form content. Obviously, like I have some videos with like tens of thousands of views or, you know, millions of views too. And I literally just have not had the time to film any, which sucks because I know that that's a path where I could hit 20K in a freaking month, less than a month. I was gaining like 1,000 subscribers a day off of YouTube Shorts at one point. That's how powerful they are. And that's off one video. That's another thing that I wish I could be doing that I don't have time for. I just don't know what to focus on. Sorry if my voice sounds like a little bit weird. As I said, like I've been at work all day talking on the phone, so it might be like a little bit scratchy. I keep clearing my throat off camera. I know one thing that a lot of like online mentor people say, like Alex Hormozy, for example, he says, focus on one thing. Like, don't diversify too much, especially at the beginning. Just focus on one thing and just like really set your mind to it. Focus in on it. That is such a struggle for me. I don't know why. I think it's just because I want to be good at so many different things, you know? I want to be good at podcasting. I want to be good at vlogging. I want to be good at making money. I know a lot of people probably relate to that watching this, especially if you're like in your 20s. I don't really know. I need to find an updated like statistic or like analytic about my age range of people who watch me, because I think it used to be like 18 to 25. I don't know what it is now. I guarantee it's still the same. So a lot of people watching this are probably in the same boat. Let's all hustle together. That's like people I like watching. People who hustle and are determined to actually like make something for themselves. That's like all I watch on social media nowadays. I used to watch like prank YouTubers a lot and, you know, stuff like that growing up, but I've really kind of phased away from that, I would say, and now I'm kind of more on the hustlers side of YouTube. Does that make sense? For example, Brez Scales, his boy Pierre Corey, Marshall Cruz, even like Alex Eubank, low-key, he makes some videos like that. So I kind of am trying to make content like that just because I like making stuff that I enjoy watching, especially because my content isn't really niche-based. It's kind of just like people who relate and are in the same shoes as me. I'm still trying to figure that out, but as I was saying, trying to make content that's relatable and vulnerable. That's literally my bio on Twitter. It's like documenting growing a personal brand and thoughts of a 20-year-old or something like that. Go follow me on Twitter, down in the description. It's just Griffin Graue, same as my YouTube. Feel free to message me on Twitter too. I don't really have a big following on Twitter. I wish I did. I've been posting consistently on Twitter for so long now. Haven't really seen a ton of success on that, so I'm still trying to figure out like how to grow on Twitter, but I've been consistent on Twitter for probably like 5 months or so. Like I posted like every day. I even schedule out my posts sometimes and like put them in my notes app. I see literally everything on Twitter. Next topic. I just want to know opinions, and I probably won't get any comments on this, but this is the relationship side of things for somebody who's like trying to come up and hustle. I don't know where I stand on this. There's two sides. Either you want a relationship or you don't. Maybe you don't want one because you want to like have the most time to focus and you don't want like any distractions at all, which I feel like is a valid reason. I've kind of been in that boat, I feel like, but there's this other side as well where you do want a girlfriend, and that's just so you have a companion that you can always count on, somebody who will be there believing in you. I don't know. That's like one side of it. I don't know where I stand because sometimes I'm like, damn, it'd be cool to have a girlfriend, but sometimes I'm like, damn, no, it wouldn't. The people who say like, I don't have time for a girlfriend, that's just bullshit in my opinion, because you're never gonna have time then, because money is an endless race. As you make more money, your lifestyle increases and you start spending more money, so you're just gonna keep wanting more money, keep wanting to make more money, I should say, which is gonna take more time. Then you have the stress of not wanting to lose the money you already made, so then you have less time to have a girlfriend. I don't know, it's just like crazy to me when people say that. I feel like if you don't have a girlfriend because you want to like really like lock in and focus, that makes more sense to me. On the girlfriend side of things, I can also see this point of view, because something about having someone who cares about you for who you are in the moment, but also cares about you for who you aspire to be and kind of holds you accountable to that is, I feel like, good for you. I don't know where I stand on this. Like, for real, I know I've said that like 100 times, but I'm trying to even answer that question myself right now while filming this podcast, and I still could not tell you my answer. I just feel like you can't be looking for a girlfriend. I feel like it just kind of has to come like naturally. Like, I think it's kind of funny when people actually use dating apps to try and find relationships, because to me it's just like, why would I want somebody who I know is like literally looking for somebody? Like, anybody who comes up to them, they're entertaining it to see if it's worth it. I don't know, it's just like a little weird to me. I feel like you need to up your standards a little bit, you know? Like, you gotta better yourself. Let's talk sales talk here. If you get inbound leads, they're obviously the hotter leads. They want you, so they're easier to close. If you do outbound leads, then obviously they're harder to close. But who would want an outbound lead from a loser? Okay, that was kind of harsh. I don't know. I'm just gonna stop rambling about this, but let me know what you guys think of that. Do you think when you're hustling, you should like look to have a boyfriend or girlfriend or a significant other, whatever you want to say? Or should you just like not even focus on that at all and just focus on yourself, grow yourself, and kind of go from there? I kind of feel like the second one, not gonna lie. I just feel like you gotta know, like, you'll know. Don't just like get a girlfriend to get a girlfriend. Like, be hella picky, like hella specific on what you want, and then it's a good thing. Anything else, not ideal. Guys, what do you think of the podcast also? Because I've been filming this, I think this is episode 14. I've been filming this for, I don't know, a little bit now, and I like doing it. Let me know what you guys think. I want to keep doing it, and I want you guys to send me topics as well, which once again, you can hit me on Twitter for that, or you can DM my Instagram, which is also in the description. It's the same ad as my Twitter. I hope everybody's enjoying it. It's like super easy for me to film because I obviously live alone, so bringing out the camera and venting is something that I think is low-key good for me, just so I can like speak out what's like actually going on my mind. Because a lot of the stuff, okay, don't get me wrong guys, I have like a little like laptop set up here in my notes that's like saying what topics I want to cover, but like all this stuff is just also flowing off of my dome. Like I don't plan every word I say, I just say it. So a lot of this stuff is just literally what I'm thinking about. Like for example, that whole girlfriend tangent there, the only thing I said in my notes was talk about how you don't know if having a girlfriend is good for you while hustling. And then that went on to a whole like ramble there, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, hopefully you guys like the podcast so far, and unfortunately this one's not going to be too long, as you guys probably saw when you clicked on this video. My original goal was to have these like 35 minutes long or so, but then I found that I like the style of like actually breaking it up and editing them better. I just feel like the uncut version of like a single man podcast is a little bit boring. It's different whenever there's multiple people and you can like feel the tension between each conversation. Like every word said is either a question or it has a meaning behind something the other person said, so the space fillers is like valid. I don't know how to explain it. I just feel like whenever it's a one-man band here, the choppier cut up podcasts that actually cut out all the blank space are kind of more entertaining and easier to listen to for me. I know Sadie Crowell's Was That TMI is kind of like this one, but she leaves a little bit more blank space in between, but it's super entertaining. I like her editing style a lot. I kind of try and mimic that. So yeah, hopefully you guys are liking it. Let me know. Guys, there's been some banger albums coming out. This is gonna be the last topic I talk about on this podcast because I gotta eat. I'm hungry as hell. It's almost 8 p.m. I gotta go to sleep here pretty soon. Some banger albums have come out. We got the Drake Party Next Door album. We got the Cardi album. Me personally, I like the Drake and Party Next Door album a lot. Some Sexy Songs for You. That album, oh my god, front to back. Literally the whole album, maybe besides Meet Your Padre, just because that's not really like my vibe. But every other song on that album, no skips. Like literally no skips. The Cardi album, that one is also fire. There's a couple skips, but the majority of them are so banging. I love them. I like that type of music too, like just the rage turn up music, which is kind of funny because it's like totally opposite than the Some Sexy Songs for You album by Drake and Party. There's two different types of vibes. It's like during the day, get that Cardi vibes going, and then at night when you're chilling, just driving, you can listen to the Party Next Door album with Drake. My voice is like actually gone. I need to like sip a tea or something. My mom got me this like mushroom coffee. Look at this, she sent me this. It's freaking Bunkel mushroom coffee. It's like fully vegan. Energy, stress relief, focus, immune support, healthy digestion, and fights oxidative stress. So pretty cool. It's also only 45 milligrams caffeine, which kind of defeats the whole purpose of coffee. But for all you asking, it does kind of taste like coffee, but it also definitely tastes like mushrooms. Like it tastes like that 7 mushroom blend or whatever kind of. Definitely a very earthy tasting coffee, but I enjoy it still. I've only had it one time. I need to have it again. I was gonna have it earlier, but now it's like 8 p.m. and I don't really want to have one now because I'll probably be going to sleep here in like the next hour and a half. I think it like smells like mushrooms a lot too. Oh, it actually smells like coffee. Yeah, it doesn't smell like mushrooms at all. I don't really know what that smells like, but it doesn't smell like it. I used to hate mushrooms. Now I think they're decent. Definitely not like a go-to pick for me, but I'm not gonna like pick off the mushrooms off my plate if they're on my plate, you know? What are we, 7 years old? Come on, we're not gonna be doing that. I'm gonna end the podcast here. Watch out for the haul coming from Zara next Monday, and we'll see you then. Peace. Rockstar chain,